What's up, reefers? It's time for the reef update on this Red Sea 130. Let's get it. What's up, reefers? As promised, we're going to do a little update on the Red Sea 130. As you guys know, we haven't had an update on this tank in a very long time. A little after I integrated all my tanks to the Red Sea, I want to say maybe a month afterwards, disaster struck. I've been dealing with a lot of different things with this tank, and one of the biggest things is after I integrated all my tanks into this 130, everything was going fine. Everything was fine for the next few weeks, maybe even a month afterwards. But I made the rookie mistake, guys, and I can already see a lot of you guys are going to be like, God, that's such a rookie mistake. But I made the rookie mistake of not checking the RO water, making sure that it was RO water. I connected it to my ATO, and for the past week, without realizing it, I was introducing and topping off salt water to my tank. And as you guys already know, too much salt is not a good thing. So it was a rookie mistake. It was totally preventable, but it happened, guys. So that brought on a lot of underlying issues to my tank with algae, cyano, any of the major threats to your tank you think you want to avoid, my tank had, guys. I managed to eliminate the cyano and I managed to eliminate the algae growth, but I am battling dinos on my sand bed at the moment. As you guys know, dinos are very stubborn to get out of your system. I've done 3-day blackouts. I've done chemi-clean treatments, and everything's helping little by little. But you also want to be careful when you do these remedies, because if you do them wrong, they could be disastrous for your tank. So right now I'm fighting dinos, and I'm also fighting aptasia. You guys know those pesky aptasia. When you see one, they're kind of like cockroaches. There's tons of them in the crevices of your rock. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. I do make sure now my water is RO, because again, that's a silly mistake. Should have been prevented, but you learn from them. So yeah, that's the reason why I kind of been busy trying to battle all these different things, and finally I can say that everything's coming down. I did lose a lot of coral, unfortunately, and again, that was all my mistake. I should have checked the RO water before actually using it as an auto top off. It's unfortunate, but in this hobby, you're gonna go through some of those sometimes, some of those preventable mistakes. You kind of can't help but feel like you know so much. One of the most simplest things to do can also be your downfall. So yeah, that's the main reason why you guys haven't really seen this tank on our channel or our Instagram. I've been battling a lot of different things. Now it's starting to get to the point where things are starting to get back to normal. A lot of my zoas are opening up, a lot of my corals are opening up. I did lose quite a few corals, so it is looking a little bare, but it is what it is. I made a mistake that could have been preventable, and unfortunately my corals were the ones to suffer. Hopefully this will teach some of you who are just getting into the hobby, and also remind some of you that the simplest things can take the greatest tolls. So I am going to try to update the tank of corals I get, any new fish I get. I'll probably either put it on our Instagram so you guys can go check out the Instagram, or I may do a video here and there to kind of show the progress of this new journey starting from ground zero. So we'll take a look at the tank itself, kind of show you the corals that are in there, some of the fish that I have in there, and some of the new additions that I did get. All right, so without further ado, let's check out the tank. Okay, so here's the 130. Everything is recovering. A lot of the zoas are open. This octospawn has made an amazing recovery. It was actually pretty much dead throughout the whole scenario, and now it's starting to come back. You couldn't even see any of the little tentacles it had. As you can see, it is coming back. So that's what's left of my acan garden. A lot of my acans died, but they are starting to come back. You couldn't see any flesh really, just small amounts of color here and there when the tank was going through what it was going through. Like you said, a lot of the zoas are opening up, as you guys can see. Aptasia, gotta get these guys under control. The zinnias are doing good. They're pretty finicky whenever the water quality is bad, but as you can see, they are doing better. Gotta watch out with these guys because they do grow like weeds. I had 3 branches that grew out and they detached each other, so I put one on this side here so it wouldn't overgrow. There's one of my mushrooms right there. Now, one thing I hate is when my hermit crabs clip off the frags from the rocks that they're glued on. This happens pretty much every single day. I wake up in the morning and I see 1 or 2 frags on the ground all the time. You guys can see a little bit of that brown growing on the sand. Now this right here is an acan that Manny gave me. I think he felt sorry for me because everything was looking pretty bare. So he donated that to my tank. You guys can't really tell, but that behind it is a St. Thomas mushroom. You guys probably seen it from our Instagram a while back. Had a huge bristleworm on there the day we bought it. Got another shroom there. Got some shrooms back there bubbling up. Unfortunately, I lost my other hammer, but this one's doing great. Now I did get, as you guys can see, an urchin to kind of combat a lot of the algae growth that I had. So there he goes, eating some of the algae that's on the back wall. But yeah, guys, there you have it. A lot more needs to be done to the tank, so that's pristine. But hopefully you guys join along on the journey to try to bring this tank back to what it used to be. You guys probably can't see it, but I did add a starry blenny in here, but he likes to hide from the camera. Okay, reefers, and there you have it. Little update on the Red Sea 130. Now we do have the BioCube, the 14-gallon that we made into a rimless mod. There's a side project that we're definitely gonna work on. For me, my main focus is just making sure that this tank gets back to healthy condition. And yeah, we'll go from there. If you guys like what you see, don't forget to subscribe, as well as go check out our Instagram. We have a lot of content there for all our tanks, as well as different giveaways here and there. All right, with that being said, Tank Boys out.